All right, so this is a new series of videos primarily for the patrons of the Patreon, aka the Social Science Club, and this series is going to be called, do you remember what I told you it was?
No.
Because I probably didn't tell him. It's called
Coffee with You.
Coffee with the Babies. Coffee with the Babies. No, this is going to be called About That Track. So
No, you didn't tell me that.
Stepped into the party like a gent, tight clip sleeves up, ain't nothing wrong with overdressed now. This show is only holding for the moment, so like it, love it, or leave it if you got anything else going. But me, I'ma stick right to the plan, even though the pre-party got a little out of hand.
Hi, I'm Toussaint Morrison.
And I'm Dr. Wylie.
And this is About That Track. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about songs that we've made, and we're going to start with songs that have been turned into music videos, so our editor can cut in some visual while we're going on this.
It'll be entertaining.
It will. And this is the first, right now this is for patrons only, but if you're seeing this video and you're not a patron, then it's probably been a long time since it's been up.
You're way behind.
You're way behind. But you should go to the Patreon at patreon.com/Toussaint Morrison. It's called the Social Science Club, and you get a bunch of early releases and unreleased content like this.
Do I get to point to like a link somewhere on the screen?
No, it's probably down there in the comment box. Anyways, we're going to start off with this track, She's Here. It might not be coming into focus, but that's okay. And we released it last year, 2019. It's 2020 right now. And we're going to go over what we were thinking when making this track. We might pause and stop a little bit, or we'll listen to the entire thing and just, recap after. Here we go.
Well, I just found out what the show was called a second ago, so
Boom!
I'm following.
That came after we created the track.
And I'm always seeing the dude doing his moves.
Yeah. It also sounds like Fist of the North Star a little bit. That came in way later.
Us trying to be children.
Yeah.
And succeeding. Because we
Turned
are.
up the pitch on it.
Stepped into the party like a gent, tight clip sleeves up, ain't nothing wrong with overdressed now. This show is only holding for the moment, so like it, love it, or leave it if you got anything else going. But me,
It's good to point out that this actually was influenced by, remember I played Justin Timberlake's TKO?
Can it be? It can't be. Thought I had.
It was kind of influenced by that.
She shining like an infant.
Well, here it goes.
Baby, I got the gauntlet. Come.
Let's pause that real quick. How many harmonies was that? Baby, I got the gauntlet.
Maybe 3? At least 2.
It was bold. It was really bold.
Because when it comes to that part, Toussaint likes to shoot from the hip. And it usually starts with, that's not a harmony, that's an octave. But, there are tones in between. And yeah, with that one, it probably was an octave and a couple harmonies, because that's what makes a chord.
Yeah.
3 notes.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, open admission here. A lot of this song, oh God, 4 years?
All of these songs. Because I don't know if it's time to have that tangent as far as our creative process goes.
I just remember days, layers, going with the song.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the chorus. Is it gonna play? Oh no, it's not. 1 second. It's not going into the box.
Come, don't scare her. He compete. You can tell she's in the room. Heart smell, thin breeze. I was raised north on the wall and born in the days of spring. Girl, you can light my fire, but you ain't gon' burn a thing. She's here, she's here, she's here. She's here, she's here, she's here. You smile like you got away with
lot of
first contemplating those high heels.
Game of Thrones reference. I was born north of the wall, raised in the days of spring.
Your basic principles.
George R.R.'s coming after us.
Lots of Game of Thrones watching after sessions.
When the expectations were still there.
To ya. Never, don't rush. Eye of the line, girl, rocking like a supervillain with a conscience. She singing Skate or Die, baby, I ain't.
Skate or Die. Look it up, and if you don't know what it is, shame on you.
Oh, don't scare her, he can't compete. You can tell she's in the
How many harmonies is this?
smell and rings. I was
3 again.
3.
wall and born.
Quality versus quantity here.
Yeah.
Girl, you can light my fire, but you ain't gon' burn a thing.
I love that you just like, it just drops out and it gets like,
Well, heavily influenced by trap at this point
yes.
in my life.
Yeah.
Sneaking in whenever I can, like that metal addict with the double bass pedal kind of thing.
Was there a point where we made a conscientious decision to not have any lyrics over this bridge?
Well, yeah, because you like to have what you call the Dr. Wylie feature.
Yeah.
And knowing you had a music video idea in mind.
Pump the brakes on that. There's also what I like to do is called Toussaint speaking over everything. So this was like a big step for me to be like,
And there were a couple of times when, you know, we would come to this part and you're like, maybe I should. Just, let's see if you don't.
No.
What's going to happen if you don't?
What happens if you don't?
I don't know.
What happens if you
Because
shut
when
up?
you're performing this is when you can go get, you know, that drink of water and, you know,
Yeah.
refreshing yourself.
Exactly.
You can tell she's in the room. Heart smell and praise.
I wanted that in there. We got that in there at the end.
And born in the day.
Because he held out for so long, he had to have 2 of himself when he came back.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing. She's here, she's here, she's here. She's here, she's here, she's here.
So, and you can listen to that on Spotify. Thoughts on that song?
Well, I did love the fact that there was that dance breakdown.
Yeah.
And again, in an exercise of restraint, I also liked how I didn't go over the top as far as different solo voices go. Because again, on Spotify, if you check out Dr. Wylie music, I do like to pile on the layers and get really synthy with it. You know, heavily influenced by stuff like Daft Punk when, you know, they hit those vocoder, you know, impossible arpeggios or hit those lines that are just like, you couldn't do that in real time, you're a robot. So, you know, trying to emulate that sort of a thing. But just to have that breakdown, and if you listen closely, that little boop, 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 you know, rhythm was as close as I would allow myself to do something. And that was a throwback to like me as a kid staying up, sneaking down, watching MTV, and you know, there'd be some like after midnight hip hop hour.
Yes, I was gonna say Aaliyah.
And I forget the performers, but the chorus was, "Watch what you say to me, son, cause I got what it takes to rock the mic."
Yes, yeah. Oh my God.
And that rhythm.
That's Freeway. Yeah.
So that's.
Oh my God.
That's the rhythmical nod hidden in the layers of that little dance number there. And I thought that's all that I needed, because then if I had like a solo voice over that, it's going to drown it out.
Yep.
And it's not really about a solo at that point. It's about a breakdown.
Yeah. And the thing with the boom, 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 boom. I forget where you, because those times were on the Reason program before we got the New Reason.
Right.
Or maybe it was on the New Reason. Might have been on the New Reason.
Yeah, this was a track that did span the Reason generational gap.
A little history on this. So he uses Reason to make the music. Had Reason 2 for so many years, pirated. Sorry guys, not sorry. Then
We ended up buying it.
Yeah,
it's just what I could get in college.
Yeah, ended up buying.
Because Napster, y'all.
Yeah, but there you go. Dating ourselves, which I don't care. We come from a long line of audio pirates and rapscallions.
Yar.
But then we bought Reason, the New Reason in 2015. Then upgraded to New Reason, I think like 1 or 2 years ago, and that was like monumental. So this track I think spanned this Reason we have right now and the one before. But where you found those boom, boom, those tonal like
the toms.
Toms, yeah, those really added.
Yeah, and they help to, you know, in the spirit of the breakdown, you need something to be like, all right, we're going, because it's loop based.
Yeah.
And if you just loop it and you loop it and you loop it, you kind of get lost in the loop. So to have something to be like reinvigorate, now we're going again.
Yeah. And what I'll say for this song overall, because we could talk days about this, is that this song, I remember playing this song for a friend in 2015, and she was like, oh, this song is so dope, you need to release this now. And I was like, well, it's far from done, mama, so like, easy. And the beautiful thing about this is that it's a total sidestep from what we usually do, and kind of, then it was a sidestep from what we usually do, and now looking at it, it's like what we're doing right now, like in general.
What do you mean, like a sidestep?
Like, it was just like, we made that in the era of mixtapes. Like,
Oh, sure.
I think Edo had not been done yet, and that started up. And then it was like,
Right,
well,
we were all in the habit of taking something, chopping it up,
Yeah.
laying it out, then seeing what we could add to it, which is
bells and whistles.
Right.
And so that was like a sidestep when we were doing. Now it's like, oh, this is what we do. So, yeah. Anything else about She's Here?
She's here.
She is here. She's here to stay. Anyways, that is the first About That track on About That track. So that's all we got. We're gonna do many more. You're watching this because you're a patron, so thank you. If you're not a patron, go to patreon.com/Toussaint Morrison, where you'll get more about those tracks.
Coffee with you.
Yeah, coffee with you. Just thanks so much for being a patron, and thank you so much for watching. And we got more for you coming up later.